The truth about getting to your destination safely. Today's episode is sponsored by Billy Keels Advisory Services. If you want to learn more about how to make your 99 optional, just go to makeitoptional.com. Once again, that's makeitoptional.com.
Helping you build freedom without losing your edge. This is the Going Long podcast with Billy Keels.
The truth about getting to your destination safely is an episode that is inspired for anybody who has consistently wanted to follow a path, follow someone else's path to get to a destination, because everybody's talking about getting to that specific destination. Now, I know this also happens to be a very high travel season, depending on when you're listening to this. If you're listening to it when it comes out, you know that this is a high travel season. If you decided to wait for a little while, well, maybe you're in an airport or maybe you're walking or you're doing something like that. I don't know, but I want to share a very brief story with you, because as someone who's been through the process of following a framework to get to a destination, and whether that was working and exceeding in the expectations in my corporate role and or continuing to work on improving into my father role or the role that building the side business and being able to get to a point where I made my 9 to 9 optional. I want to share this with you because there's this misnomer that everybody has to follow exactly the same path. And as a dad who is really active and wanting to continue to be active and share experiences with my kids, it made me think about just over the last summer. Over the last summer was traveling around visiting family, and we spent one morning, me and my kids, out and at an airport. And when we were at the airport, it was like this super blazing hot day in August, and it was just miserably hot, like so hot that when you get out of the car, it's kind of like you feel like you could crack an egg and the egg just starts to fry on the ground. One of those kind of hot days. And as it was blazing hot, one of the things that we decided to do was wanted to see planes take off. It's something we've done in Barcelona and something that we like to do in different places. But on this particular day, I started thinking about that, working with clients and all this kind of stuff. So, which is why I want to share this with you, because it's also something that I have conversations with, and I know that it's going to give you a new perspective on things. And so, as somebody who wants to continue to create experiences with my kids, I also want to be able to not only achieve goals, but help others to achieve goals. And while doing that, at the end of the day, whether or not you get to the goal, the most important thing, and this is what I like to focus a lot on, is making the progress, moving towards the goal. Because as you start to move and feel progress, this is where you really understand if this is the thing that you want, if this is the thing that you want at this particular moment in time, or if it's something that you need to reassess. These are the things that start to happen. But let me not digress too much. Let me come back to watching these planes take off. So as we're out on this blazing hot day, I'm watching the planes take off. I come to this really powerful realization while I'm watching these planes take off. Because, as you watch plane after plane after plane, we were in the comfort of the car in the beginning because of air conditioning, but actually to go out and listen to noise and see everything happening, started realizing that as these planes came around, the planes go to the runway and the planes, they increase their speed and they begin to take off. And you're probably thinking, yeah, well, they're taking off. Well, yeah, each plane is taking off. But what I started to realize is that each plane takes off on its own unique path. It knows where it's going. It knows the destination, and each plane is unique. There are many planes that are the exact same make and model. However, each plane in the makeup, the pilots, the crew, each one is unique, and each flight path is unique. And as I start to think about guiding clients in a very similar way, this is what's really important. It's important to know the destination. Understand, maybe you traveled yesterday, or maybe you're traveling today. You know where you want to go. And most importantly, you know why you want to go, because you want to share a moment in with your loved ones, with your family. You want to catch up with friends that you haven't seen in a really long time. You know where you're going and you know why. You are connecting with the why you are getting there. You know how you're going to get there. We'll make the assumption here this is an airplane because this is what it was about. Maybe today you're on the road and you've gotten in your car, or maybe you're on a train. It doesn't matter, but you know what the vehicle that's going to move you in that particular direction. And the most important thing is along the way, you are going to course correct because you know where you want to go. You know why you want to get there. You know the vehicle that's going to take you, the map that you are going to follow. And when and if something arises, you will course correct along the way because the goal is you've connected so strongly with your why that you will continue to move forward, and or your flight crew will move forward, will continue to guide you so that you get to the destination that you're looking to arrive at. Now, make no bones about it. If this is something that you have not been familiar with, maybe there's going to be some discomfort along the way, especially if someone else is flying the plane because you like being in control, but you're following a flight path. And just in the exact same way that each one of these planes is following, and the crew is following a very particular checklist of items that they have to make sure that so that the takeoff is safe. They're course correcting as they're following a flight path. Along the way, they're course correcting so that they can land and arrive safely at the destination. It's as simple as that, right? It's a realization. It's in the exact same way that I watched the planes take off, following their flight path, course correcting along the way so that they could arrive safely at the destination. Why? Because they knew where they wanted to go. They also knew why they wanted to get there. And so as I told you, I wanted to keep this a brief episode. I want to keep it real brief because I know you have lots of time that you want to invest with your families, with your friends. And I just wanted to share the truth about getting to your destination safely. It takes 3 very simple actions to do. And when you're thinking about this for your next venture, your side business, think about it this way. Get really crystal clear, have the clarity to know where you want to go. What is the destination? Is it a side business? Is increasing the capital that you have so that you are able to create more options for yourself? But get real crystal clear on that. And then as you get crystal clear on where the destination that you want to go and why you want to get there, then it's really important. If you want to take flight, you must take action. You can't just know the destination and know why you want to get there. If you don't take action, it doesn't help. So you have to get clear, take action. And then the third, and it's a very simple step to get to your destination safely, it's course correct along the way. You do it in your corporate role. That's what's made you successful all this time. Now it's just using that same skill set and applying it to your own dream. So that's the truth about getting to your destination safely. It's really simple. It's get crystal clear on what you want to do, why you want to do it. It's also making sure that you are taking consistent action. And then once you are taking consistent action, make sure that you're course correcting along the way. And if you're doing this by yourself and it takes a little extra time and you want to get to your destination faster, safer, well, then that's when you look to also have guided action. So it's very simple today. That's the episode. That's it. The truth about getting to your destination safely. It's 1, 2, 3 simple steps. And so as you think about this and as you begin to take the steps in action and start to move forward, I want to say for you, continue to go out, continue to take consistent action, continue to adjust along the way, and say thank you very, very much, and go out and make it a great day.